It is your Classic Metal Show right here on the ClassicMetalShow.com from Sebastian Bach's latest release, Give 'Em Hell. That is Rock and Roll is a Vicious Game. Although that wasn't a vicious song, really. And starting off the show, we heard Kiss with War Machine. And speaking of a War Machine, I want to bring on my good friend, Chris Aiken. What's going on, War Machine?
I'm here, ready to go.
You're not at war this week?
With work.
That's true.
That's about all I've done this week is work.
It's been a subdued week for you.
It really is. Well, I partied pretty good on Wednesday.
Yeah, I noticed your drunken post over there, the whole I love you, man thing.
Yeah, I got a little liquored up. I drink. Well, we'll get into that later.
So you've taken a work sabbatical, or you actually took a sabbatical away from normal life to work. How's that? Yeah,
I put in easily 100 hours this week, maybe more.
Right.
Just a crazy fucking, really, it's been 3 weeks, but this week was really, really intense. So, yeah, I did a lot of work this week.
Sure.
Kind of like you next week.
Yeah, I'll be traveling down in the Southwest. I'll be down in the Oklahoma and Texas area all week next week.
You're just a traveling man.
Yeah, I make a lot of stops all over the world.
No money, but lots of stops.
Yeah, no money, just lots of stops. Yeah, so I'll be traveling the Lone Star State as the Lone Star in the state.
Wow, look at you.
Yeah. So I'll be in the Dallas area and the Houston area, and I'll be over in the New Orleans area and cutting through the Oklahoma area. So I'll be down that way most of the week, or now, pretty much all week.
Will you get any chance at all to actually get out of the after work and run around Dallas or Houston or Austin or somewhere?
I'm thinking Tuesday night I'll do that.
Okay.
So, no, it's not a pre-record next week. I'll be home Friday night, so relax.
And if not, then it will be a pre-record. So fuck off. You'll have to tune in and listen.
Right. It's going to be a pre-record next week.
Fuck!
No, so, yeah, I think I'm going to do that on Tuesday.
Okay.
My intent, even though I've been through the city of Dallas on numerous occasions over the years, I never really had a chance to just kind of stop and drive around. And my hotel that I'm staying at Monday and Tuesday night is literally a mile away from Dealey Plaza.
Okay.
So I'm going to see where the president got his brain splattered.
Nice.
Yeah. Take a few photos.
Yeah, no, dude, that's awesome. You got to you know what you got to do? I know, I've been there once, and they have an X
right on the pavement, yeah.
You have to lay a CMS shirt on that X and take a photo.
Oh, nice.
That we have to have.
Oh, okay. Well, I will make sure I take a shirt with me, and that's what we'll do.
And if you have an older one, put a hole right in Rex's head.
Oh, nice.
Come on, wouldn't that be cool?
Nice touch.
That would be awesome.
Right. I think my plan is I'm going to take a photo from the grassy knoll,
and
I'm going to take a photo at the X, and then of course try to get some kind of an angle from the book depository.
Can you get up in the depository?
It's a museum now, I guess.
Okay.
At least that window is a museum now.
Nice.
So yeah. So I'm going to see what I can do.
Dude, just make sure you have CMS swag all over the place.
Yeah, that'd be great, huh?
Stick a bumper sticker, CMS bumper sticker right there on the windowsill.
Nice. Well, that's kind of the plan.
That's awesome.
Sure.
Don't have no bitches lined up?
No. But if I was a more violent person, I would be hunting a certain individual down and popping a cap in his ass.
In Dallas?
In Dallas.
Who?
You know the story.
Just type the name in the Skype. Who's the person? I'm trying to think. In Dallas, who do we hate? And do I hate this person too?
No, you don't know him.
Oh, all right. Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, that makes total sense.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I've got guns here if you want to use them.
Sure. Well, it's not worth going to jail to waste a scumbag.
Well, some people didn't go to jail. The real shooter of JFK didn't have to go.
Yeah, that's true. Just not worth going to jail to blow away a dirtbag.
No, not really, because truthfully, it probably wouldn't affect anything.
Nope, you're right.
That's the saddest part.
That is right. So
anyway, we won't get into that.
No, not at all. So anyway, so I'll be traveling all week next week. So at least where I'm going, there, I don't think there's a chance of snow down there.
Right. Yeah. Dude, we have the goofiest fucking weather ever here.
Well, today it was 75. Tomorrow it's going to be 70 and storming, and then Monday it's going to be in the 30s again.
Yeah, that's what we've got just one day back. We've got like 70, 70, 70, 30.
Right.
Like, what in the fuck? It's no wonder everybody's sick.
Well, anyway, someday the good weather will come back.
Yeah, I can't wait till August when it starts to get warm.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's going to start snowing in the end of August again.
Yeah, it probably will. We'll just have no summer this year.
Sure. Well, what do we got lined up for the show tonight? We didn't have any guests last week, which was totally fine with me. But tonight, we're going to interview a band that's kind of come back after a long hiatus.
Yes, the band is Mekong Delta.
And what can you tell us about them?
They are they're German. They're like a thrash band. They're sort of they were like B players in that whole German thrash scene. You had like Destruction and Creator and those bands.
Right.
And then you had Mekong Delta.
Sure.
When you ran out of listening to the good bands, you went to those guys.
Right.
They're actually okay. The music's pretty solid. So they have a new album. Don't ask me what it's called. Something about a Killer Darkly or something. And it's solid. It's a solid record, so we'll talk to them.
Okay. Excellent. And then we got some commentary about the show, good and bad, and, that we're going to have to review a little bit.
Yeah, we have to definitely talk about both the good and the bad.
Right. So apparently the fans or non-fans are becoming more vocal about the show.
Which is fine with me.
Which is good, because we don't really get too many comments one way or another.
I love when we get negative stuff.
I do too. I love it.
It makes me happier than happy.
Sure.
That somebody's that pissed off that they got to respond to us.
Exactly. So, but usually when somebody gets to that point, they're not a fan anyway.
Yeah, and I think definitely the one I sent you doesn't listen to the show at all.
No, not at all. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. I want to get back to the Rick Springfield, the Bruce song.
Okay, we can do that.
We didn't get to touch on that last week because our time got dominated by our good friend Tom the Scot.
Tom took over last week.
Yes, he did. He was on a roll last week, but
depending on who you talk to, that was either good or bad.
That is true as well. So, yeah, I want to get back to that because I purposely did not listen to that song because I wanted to finish it.
And by purposely, you mean you never listened to Rick Springfield, so that song never crossed your mind.
That's true, too. That's true as well. But speaking of that,
yeah,
I noticed that that segment got a lot of reaction on the CMS Facebook.
It did. A lot of people.
I would have never guessed in a million years that as many CMS fans are either, pro Rick Springfield, which, they were mostly pro comments.
Most people liked them.
Yeah, and I was just like, well, you know what? That's the reason why I brought it up, and I watched that documentary because I was curious, and I never realized that he had such a hardcore following.
Yeah, he definitely does.
Yeah. Did you watch that documentary, by the way?
This week, please. I watched my computer screen.
Yeah.
That's what I watched.
So what was your reaction to the news of the death of the Ultimate Warrior?
Surprising, because he was literally on Monday Night Raw 12 hours before he dropped dead.
Yeah.
That was, and talked about death.
Yeah.
That was weird, man. He was talking about when you take your last breath, it's your spirit and blah, blah, blah. It's the things you accomplish as a man that set your legacy and blah, blah, blah. Fucking 12 hours later, he's laying in the street dead.
Sure.
It's like, God damn, man, really? Guess All I know is WWE dodged a bullet. Can you imagine if he would have dropped dead in the ring?
Yeah, I couldn't. It'd be like the movie The Wrestler.
Yeah, it almost happened. I mean, really, it almost happened. But I don't know. I personally not a big fan. I certainly respect the fact that he was huge for the business when it was really in its growth developmental stage. But me personally, never really. I always found his gimmick to be kind of stupid.
Okay.
I mean, that's just. But at the same time, Hulk Hogan was stupid too. You know, I was all about Macho Man in the early days when Warrior and it was Warrior, Hogan. The big names at that time were Roddy Piper, Hogan, Warrior, Bret Hart, and Macho Man. Those were like the big names. And I was definitely on board with Bret Hart and the Macho Man.
Right.
So, it does suck, though. They died young as fuck, dude. 54?
Yeah, didn't Randy Savage die of a heart attack, too?
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, all those dudes were roiding up, man.
Yeah, they just destroyed themselves.
Too bad Hogan keeps on living, though. Jesus.
I saw him walk through the LAX airport one time.
Really? Did you go up to him and say, well, what you gonna do, brother?
No, he and his daughter just got off a plane, and I was sitting in the waiting area, and he literally walked within like 4 feet of me. He was so close he could have tripped over my foot.
Man, that dude, biggest hack in the history of wrestling. I have no idea how that fucker made it. And if you know anything about wrestling, every bit of his gimmick was stolen.
Sure.
His look was stolen. His look and his catchphrases were stolen from superstar Billy Graham. You know, and I'll tell you what, the WWE network that you can get now, I have it, of course. And I've been watching a lot of old wrestling. And it's so apparent how much Hogan stole. He stole the mustache from him. He stole the hair from him. He stole the fucking catchphrases, the brother. You know, everything. You watch old matches with superstar Billy Graham, and he's using all the same shit that became Hogan's.
Right.
And it's like, God, you fucking thief. I can't believe you made it. Because he's so bad in the ring, too, dude. He is. I mean, you never really were a wrestling fan, were you?
No, I never really watched it ever.
Hulk Hogan is. You ever go to Catholic church?
No.
Well, Catholic church and Hulk Hogan are the exact same. They are, you can literally, before anything even starts happening, you can predict what's going to happen.
Sure.
You can literally say the exact words. You can do the exact motions. It's the same with both of them. I used to always call Hogan a Catholic Church wrestler because he was exactly the same like the Catholic Church.
Right.
And how this fucker got to be the biggest name ever. And what makes me even more sick is that when you watch him, like he's been on WWE lately, just talking. And the pop that this guy gets is fucking huge.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. It's like these guys that are like current wrestling fans don't watch anything to actually know what a piece of shit this guy is.
Right.
But he did fuck Bubba the Love Sponge's wife. That's a good move.
Nice.
That was pretty hot.
I have to ask my brother-in-law about that.
Oh, you could just watch it online. It's out there.
Nice.
It's a sex tape.
Wow.